Good morning. People nowadays are very health conscious. They're actually exercising. People are even spending a lot of money joining clubs, golf clubs and so on to go and exercise. People are taking all kind of vitamins, minerals, herbal and all kind of supplements. There are so many hospitals now. There are so many clinics now. There are so many pharmacies now. Newer and newer diagnostic machines are coming into the market very often. Pharmaceutical companies are coming out with the latest breakthrough drugs. People actually nowadays very often go to a hospital even to check up about their health. People are talking about preventive medicine. Yoga and meditations are becoming very popular. People are spending a lot of money for even organic food, fruits, veggie and so on. When I say this, by right, do you agree that we must be much healthier compared to our parents, compared to our grandparents, compared to our great-grandparents? But look at the reality now. More and more people are getting sick. Even small kids, children are suffering of cancer. Cancer is becoming a major issue right now. Until now, the medical industry cannot do anything with killer bacteria. When they introduce new antibiotics, within months, within weeks, the bacteria become resistant to the antibiotics, so they have to use stronger and stronger antibiotics. Bird flu, new viral infections are becoming a major problem. Women and heart disease becoming another major problem. I just quote one example. Look at Malaysia. Recently, Ministry of Health came out with the studies. They said 7 out of 10 Malaysian adults are suffering of NCD. NCD here means non-communicable disease. It means out of 10, 7 either they're suffering of diabetics, blood pressure or cancer, and which I think it is very alarming. There is another study given by Malaysian Ministry of Health recently. They claim 1 of 4 Malaysians either they will have cancer or will suffer of cancer. About 42,000 new cancer cases are diagnosed in Malaysia every year. About 3 million Malaysian adults suffering of blood pressure. About 3 million people are suffering of high cholesterol. About 2.1 million are suffering of diabetics. Almost about 110 people suffer because of stroke almost daily. Malaysia is a very small country with only about 26 million people. And if you think these kind of statistics come from a very small country, what do you think about countries like India, China, America and so on? What's actually happening? Why more and more people are getting sick? Why more and more people are suffering of cancer? It's all due to our immune system. What's actually happening? Number one, I'll put the blame on the environment. Look at the pollution rate now. The pollution is becoming a major problem in developing countries and even developed countries and all over the world. The water. Those days people drink well water, river water, or what kind of water. Now people are spending money for mineral water. There are water purifiers at home and so on. The water is basically very dirty. And another major problem, or I will say the biggest problem that mankind facing now is the food what we are taking. The food is basically is not clean. We are taking toxins, we are taking poisons. For example, when you go and see a doctor, most of the times the doctor will advise you, take more veggie, take more fruits. But look at the reality. The veggies, what we are taking that now, is it look at the veggie, what we are taking now. Is it clean from pesticides? Is it clean from chemicals? Is it clean from herbicide? Is it clean from urea? The veggies are full of chemicals. The fruits what we are taking is full of chemicals. The fish what we are taking is with all kind of preservatives. The chickens are injected with growth hormones. The meat what we are taking is full of preservatives. So basically, the food what we are taking is with all kind of chemicals are actually affecting our immune system. On top of the pollution because of air, because of water. And another problem is consumption of alcohol, smoking, unnecessary use of antibiotics, unnecessary use of drugs. All these are actually affecting our immune system. When you talk about immune system, If you want to talk scientifically, there are so many definitions for it. People can talk about white blood cell, people can talk about lymph nodes, people can talk about eosionophil, T cells, B cells, and so on. But my simple definition of immune system is God created doctor inside your body. I repeat again, immune system is God created doctor inside your body. Let me share an example with you. When we are in school, the teachers teach us we must brush our teeth before we go to bed. We must brush your teeth after we get out from the bed. We must wash our hand before we eat. We must cook the food. We must boil the water, and so on. Look at the animals in the jungle. Animals in the jungle, they don't brush their teeth. They don't cook the food. They don't worry about cholesterol. They don't drink water from purifiers. They don't have air purifier and so on, but they live much healthier, they live much longer compared to us. The simple reason, the animals in the jungle have super heroic immune system, whereas our immune system is already affected because of all kind of environmental attack on us, as I said just now. So very important, we have to take care of our immune system. I repeat again, the immune system is that God created doctor inside your body. I quote another example. Have you seen a dog, a cat, I'm talking about a stray dog, a stray cat knocked down by a car? It could be limping with 3 legs for about 1 month, 2 months. After, for a while, you can see it can walk back with 4 legs. What actually happened? The immune system, or we can call it the body repair system, if it works well, even it can repair a broken limb. It means the immune system, that's why again I'm telling you, the immune system is the God created doctor inside your body. If your immune system in your body works well, whatever problem you have in the body from top of your head until bottom of your leg, the body can correct it, the body can repair it. Again, I give you another example. Let's say you have a big cut. When you go and see a doctor, what normally the doctor give you? Normally the doctor will give you an antibiotic. What is the function of antibiotic here? The antibiotic is not a glue to glue back or patch back your cut. The antibiotic is help the body to prevent infection on the wound. So what does it mean? If there is no bacterial growth at the cut or at the wound area, the cut can patch up or the cut can heal by itself. So basically, if your immune system in your body works well, whatever problem you have in the body can correct by itself. So when I say this, many people normally ask me, what should we do? The food is not clean, the air is not clean, the water is not clean, people are living in a stressed environment, people are taking all kind of drugs. So what should we do? Simple, we should take some kind of a supplement. When you talk about supplements, in 1970s, people talk about multivitamins. There is a time people talk about vitamins like A, B, C, D, B1, B6, B12, and all kind of vitamins. In 1980s, people start talking about herbal. In 1990s, people talk about antioxidant revolution. Antioxidant becoming a major breakthrough supplement in the market in 1990s. Now everybody talk about immune system revolution. When you talk about immune system revolution, I will say there is a new product in the market which we call transfer factor, which has created a big impact on the diet supplement industry. I quote one example. From 1992, from 1998, the Institute of Longevity Medicine of California did a research on 196 natural supplements. I repeat again, from 1992 until 1998, the Institute of Longevity Medicine of California did a research on 196 natural supplements. They wanted to know which supplements will really enhance your immune system. When the results came out in 1998, they said most of the supplements don't give any significant benefits except some. What are the some? Number one is noni juice. They say noni juice can enhance your immune system up to 15%. Aloe vera can enhance your immune system up to 15%. Colostrum can enhance your immune system up to about 26%. And cordyceps, in Chinese they call tong tong chao. Cordyceps can enhance your immune system up to 28%. Mushroom can enhance your immune system up to 42%, echinacea by 43%, and spirulina by 48%. Recently a study was done on mangosteen juice. They said mangosteen juice can enhance your immune system up to 76%. But when the same institute did a research on our product, Transfecta, they found out our Transfecta advanced formula can enhance your immune system up to 283%, and the Transfecta Plus can enhance the immune system up to 437%. Just ask yourself, if you think a product with 15%, say a product of 15% can do a lot of things to you, what do you think a product 29 times more effective than that? If you think, like for example, mangosteen juice, a product which can enhance the immune system over 76%, what do you think a product almost 6 times more potent compared to mangosteen juice? This is the real impact the industry is seeing now. Independent laboratory tests reveal that Transfecta Plus is more powerful than any other known nutritional substance found in any nutritional or medical literature. On top of that, compared to any other product, the product I said just now, like aloe vera, mangosteen juice and so on, actually you can get anywhere. You can buy in pharmacies, you can buy in medical halls, you can buy in supermarkets, you can buy in drugstores, you can buy online and so on. But when you talk about Transfecta, you only can find Transfecta for life only, because the product is patented. Not only the product is patented, even the technology to produce the product also patented. And Transfecta is the only supplement, I will say, with so many scientific studies. In the last 40 years, we have more than 3,500 published scientific studies, which really give a very big impact on our product. And again, compared to any other supplements in the market, if you look at the other supplements in the market, most of them increase your immune system. When I say increase your immune system, for those people where the immune system is already hyperreactive, when you increase the immune system further, you will give more damage compared to the benefits. But when you talk about Transfecta, Transfecta is actually an immune modulator. If you talk in layman language, I will say Transfecta stabilizes your immune system. In simplistic, if your immune system is high, by taking Transfecta, Transfecta will bring down your immune system to the optimal level. If your immune system is low, it will boost up your immune system to the optimal level. For example, people with sinus, asthma, leukemia, and eczema and so on, the immune system is hyperreactive. By taking Transfecta will bring down the immune system, and those people could have infections, cancer, growth and so on. The immune system is actually low. By taking Transfecta will boost up the immune system. And on top of that, Transfecta also helps a lot of cancer patients. In the last 3 or 4 years I'm involved in For Life, I've given Transfecta to hundreds of cancer patients, and I've seen fantastic, significant improvement on their patients. We have seen extended longevity of their life. People have seen even a better life. They don't go through pain. They don't go through the normal problems most of the cancer patients are going through. We talk a little bit about science now. Have you heard about chemotherapy? I think most of you all would have heard about chemotherapy. One of the strongest drugs available for chemotherapy is interleukin-2. Studies was done in 2004 by Russian Academy of Medical Science, and they found when you use interleukin-2, the success rate of interleukin-2 of killing cancer cells is almost about 88%. But when the same studies was done on Transfecta Plus, they found out the success rate of Transfecta Plus of killing cancer cell is almost 97%. Can you see the difference or not? Interleukin-2 is very expensive, and the success rate is 88%. On top of that, they have to go through all the side effects of chemo. But whereas our product is a very normal product without side effects, even it gives better results compared to supposed to be the best drug available right now in the market. And Transfecta is the only MLM product, as far as I know, the only MLM product in the world approved by a government to be used in all hospitals and clinics. In 2004, in unprecedented move, Russian government approved transfer factor to be used in all hospitals and clinics. When I talk about Russia, people will normally ask about America, US. In United States, any products, any supplements to be prescribed by doctors or pharmacies, the product has to be listed in a book, what we call physician desk reference. In 2007, almost all for life products, we got about 15 products listed in PDR. It means doctors in America can prescribe the product to their patient. And when I talk about transfer factor, what is transfer factor is all about? Rather than I talk about scientifically how transfer factor works. You see, when you talk about transfer factor, people will talk about T cell, B cell, eosinophil, white blood cell, and so on. But I'm going to give you a very simple explanations about transfer factor. I quote an example. Have you seen, say for example, a just born infant? Before you give mother's milk, if you take the infant and you just leave the infant outside the operation theater or outside the labor room, most of the time the infant may die. The infant died not because of infection, not because of starvation, but the infant died because of infection. You know, the environment is full of bacteria and virus. Normally a just born baby, the immune system is very naive. That's why mother's first milk is very, very important. When mother's first milk is given to the baby, the immune factor of the mother is actually transferred to the baby. So when the immune factor is transferred, the transfer factor inside will go and teach the baby about they will teach the baby's immune system to recognize the pathogens, recognize the virus, recognize the bacteria, and so on. Let me explain in a simple model. Have you seen a thumb drive, or people call pen drive? You see, people call pen drive. Normally, you see, whatever you want to transfer, say, let's say with the presentation I'm doing now, you can save everything in a thumb drive, and I can save and I can transfer all the presentation to another computer. So same thing, transfer factor work in the same way. Transfer factor in mother's milk save all the information from the mother, and when this transfer factor is given to the baby, the informations are passed to the baby. And compared to any other supplements in the market, we are a little bit different. Transfer factor is the only dynamic supplement right now available in the market. What do you mean with the dynamic? Say, for example, the transfer factor now we are taking from a particular cow. The environment, you know, cow live in a very dirty environment. Say, for example, now the cow is exposed to different kind of a bacteria and virus. So the transfer factor, when we take, the transfer factor will go and teach our immune system about the present bacteria and the present virus. Say about 1 year later or 2 years later, you will see a different kind of mutated bacteria or virus. When we take at that particular time the transfer factor from the same cow, the transfer factor also will identify a different kind of bacteria and virus, or the mutated bacteria and virus, compared to what we are taking now. That's why we call transfer factor is the only dynamic product right now available in the market. A very simple thing. Transfer factor is not a vitamin, is not a mineral, is not a herb, it is not a drug, it is not a hormone, or it is not even a drug. It is a simple, a very, very tiny immune molecule messenger which go inside our immune system and teach our immune system. Transfer factor don't go and cure any of your disease. Transfer factor go inside the body, teach our immune system what to do. That's why sometimes people ask, hey, come on, one product can do everything. Yes, one product can do everything here, because this product don't go and cure your disease. This product go inside the body, teach your immune system or enhance your immune system to fight against the diseases, to combat against diseases. So it go back to the nature. It helps the body to fight against diseases. The next question people normally ask whether the product got side effects or not. Transfer factor. A just born baby can take the product. Pregnant woman can take the product. Breastfeeding woman can take the product. Anybody take any medications can take the product together. And studies even, we have done some studies, the studies says, even you take 2,000 to 3,000 pills at one go, there is no toxicity. What I'm trying to say here is transfer factor is very, very safe to take. There is no side effects. But when I say this, let me share another area. When you take transfer factor for the first time, you may go through some kind of a healing crisis. You see, there are so much of toxic in our body. So when you take transfer factor will eliminate the toxin from your body. When the elimination process goes through, you may feel bad, you may feel sleepy, you may feel a bit pain there and here. The pain will get aggravated a bit further. You may have flu, lousy feelings and so on. Don't get panic. It means the product is actually working in you. Just continue with the product. Anybody and everybody can take transfer factor. A small group of people are not advised to take transfer factor. Who are they? People, those have gone for organ transplant. For example, those people have gone for kidney transplant. Those people have gone for bone marrow transplant. Normally, we don't advise them to take the product. The reason is, those people have gone for transplant. Normally, doctors will put them on immunosuppression drugs. So actually, the drug will suppress the immune system so that the organ won't get rejected by the body. By giving transfer factor may boost up the immune system, and they may the patient's organ may get rejected. That's why only those people who have gone for organ transplant are not advised to take the product. Okay, now, when you talk about transfer factor, when you talk about mammalia, when you talk about human, the transfer factor is actually come from milk, right? Okay. What about birds? What about reptilia? They also should have transfer factor, right? And that transfer factor is actually in the egg yolk. So 4Life is the only company in the world have the technology to extract transfer factor from cow colostrum and from egg yolk. So our product, the transfer factor advanced formula, is a combination of transfer factor from cow colostrum and from egg yolk. Transfer factor is not species specific. When I say this, actually you can take transfer factor from any animals and from any birds. Then why 4Life choose to take transfer factor out from cow colostrum and egg yolk? Simply for two reasons. Reason number one, these two animals, cow and chicken, is actually living closer to human. So whatever bacteria, virus they expose, we also can expose too. So that is one reason. Number two, they are economically viable. You know, people rear cow and chicken for their meat and for their eggs and so on. So these are the main two reasons why we are taking this product from cow colostrum and egg yolk. When I say this, there is another question people will ask. You say transfer factor is taken out from colostrum. Then why should I buy transfer factor? I can drink colostrum straight away. Yeah, you can do that. Let me share two differences. Difference number one, our 1 capsules of transfer factor advanced formula is equivalent with 45 tablets of 500 milligram of colostrum. Normally we advise our customers to take 2 capsules of advanced formula. It means if you want to take an equivalent product of colostrum, you need to take 90 tablets of 500 milligram of colostrum. That's number one. Number two, have you heard about people those allergic to milk, what doctors call lactose intolerance? People those allergic to milk, they cannot take milk, and also they cannot take colostrum. But people those allergic to milk, they can take transfer factor. The reason is transfer factor is isolated, extracted out from colostrum with all the allergens left out. Okay, all the allergens left out. So transfer factor is very, very safe for you to take. And 4Life, when you talk about 4Life, we are the first company who actually successfully market transfer factor in the world. We are the first company which actually combine transfer factor from cow colostrum and egg yolk. We are the first company in the world have came out transfer factor in the form of liquid. We are the first company in the world which have combined transfer factor with a superfood acai berry and so on. Okay, when you talk about transfer factor, we are actually selling few products. Our transfer factor advanced formula, normally we give it to those patients where the immune system is hyperreactive. For example, sinus, asthma, diabetics type 1, thyroid, migraine, psoriasis, eczema, and so on. We give Transafecta advanced formula for this kind of a patient. For those people with the immune system is underreactive, for example, cancer, people with hepatitis, HIV, acne, infections, we give Transafecta Plus. And we also have another excellent product, what we call cardio. Cardio is a fantastic product. There are 32 supplements in cardio. People with cardiovascular problems, this product is a very, very good product. So basically what I try to say here is we have a super duper immune enhancer in the market right now, which we call Transafecta. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.